And there we go, live. I just need to, hopefully it will be a bit quicker than earlier stream for showing up. I can get chat up and actually get started. There we go. The live chapter. And it will be a pop-up chat window. Start down. Right. I think that's all set. So, I forgot to start a little earlier like I normally do for Sorin's journey, but we're still starting on time. It's good. So, hello, anyone who's there. And, last we'd left off, Sorin had just received an invitation from Admiral Merlywb to a banquet, which he's a little stressed about, because getting recognised by quite such big names wasn't really Sorin's intention in coming here. I did do a little bit off screen, just for sake of letting you know why Sorin has these new robes. Just doing the Hall of the Novice stuff, because I felt that's a bit... It's both a little bit meta and just a little bit boring just to watch through. So I did that quickly off stream. But it also helps Sorin because now he's got something that looks a bit more... It looks a bit neater, a little bit more professional for, you know, a banquet with the Admiral. With all that set up, let's get into it. So, where was I going again? Oh yeah, I had to talk to Raynor. All rested up. Probably find out. Just what happens now. Never been to a banquet before. Not unless you count my little sister's birthday parties. Wonder how Petal's getting on nowadays. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen her. I suppose in reality it's only been a couple of weeks since I left home. I have to focus on what's in front of me, which is a very important meal. Commodore Raynor, sir? Commodore Raynor wishes to speak to you going to forthcoming banquet. Dress shoes. Ooh. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honour. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. Okay. Yeah, I didn't need any more pressure on me. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the Phalacocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? No, sir. I think it has very much sunk in. Perchance you'll realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Lominsan. And now that I have a match to scene, I realize that you will acquire attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. I suppose what I was able to get in terms of new clothes isn't quite enough. Hopefully Baderon will be some help. Yes. Mr. Baderon, sir? Was asked by Commodore Rayner to inquire about cloves. Well, well, if it ain't Merlywb's guest of honour, hobnobbing with the Iron Lady now, is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. There's a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in his shite-caked adventuring gear. No, the Eorzea needs to have a touch of refinement about him, if only to stop folk complaining when he stuffs his face with cake. Take yourself over to the Octant to speak with Janashimo de Brugere Consortium. She'll furnish you with something gentlemanly to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods and bring them back here, so as I can tell you what's what. Okay. The Octant. Where was the Octant again? Oh, just the Aphrodite Plaza. This. Best entrance to the Aphrodite Plaza. From here. Probably just the Aphrodite. Okay, so Janashim, the Brugere Consortium. I feel I should know what the Brugere Consortium is. Sounds important. The Lord. Miss Janashim? I was sent by Baderon to pick up a package. Good day, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Baderon mentioned. I see he was not exaggerating. I'm sorry. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you'll absolutely adore them. And the Raxa-lined box. Baderon. Hello, Mr. Baderon, sir. I picked up the parcel. Been to see Janashim, have you? Let's have the box then. Small box entrusted you by mission. Here, construction. Here we go. A nice pair of dress shoes for you. A bloke mightn't have much else to his name, but so long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift from me and all the other folk you've done right by along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Anyway, that's your garb sorted. Now, you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. So I should probably put these shoes on, shouldn't I? I guess shoes make a difference. I think I'm ready, sir. At least if I go now, I won't have any more time to get more stressed. You ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you'd waited any longer, I'd have considered it my civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Now, make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a gentleman, remember? Not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast's being held on the bridge, in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Zanfal in Bulwark Hall, and they'll show you the way. Just keep that head held high, lad. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've good reason to be proud. And don't let no highborn bugger tell you different. So, Bulwark Hall. Hello, Scarlet. I get down to Hall? Right. Mr. Zanfal. I'm here for a banquet. Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, no. Those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer. I will show you to the briefing room. Were the shoes just like a symbol so that I would be recognized? So these are the highborn of ones? Oh, Miss Yashl's here. Admiral. Oh, I forgot to change the language back to English. I don't think I can do that mid-cutscene. This will you'll have to deal with Japanese for a moment. Brothers and sisters of the sea. Join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation. Should I be reading as well? Or just... Oh, I think is that the extent of the spoken cutscenes anyway? Nope. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs. Extraordinary glow. Oh, the crystal. This is one of the crystals of light. After our encounter with Reborn, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light. Y'shtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You're the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. Mother Crystal? And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations. I'm not sure that's really... As once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. They know the tale. Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us against us all, against the corruption of the primals. I've heard bits and pieces of the Warriors of Light. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners, to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet, whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. I'm honored, really. I'm really just an adventurer. A fairly green one at that. In time, I believed a mother crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks. Oh, not again. What am I seeing this time? That's Dalamud. This is the Battle of Carthanon? Someone in the back, in the distance? I think it is. Red mask. I feel I've seen it before. Is Artemis? No, it is nothing. Barrier won't go down so easily. Eyes forward. We are being watched. Raging Bull calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond. Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news? We're surrounded by a blaze. There's no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing? What's going on? Speak to me! God damn it, we cannot hold much longer. Cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications. We must keep trying. Hold till they respond. Yes, my lady. Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw. I will not forsake Luswa. General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Luswa. Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover the retreat and bring up the rear. Damn it. Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link shells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody halfwit. The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. He's still watching. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Luswa. To your positions. That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The aeons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. One black mask. He's the one I fought, I think. Does that mean the other is another... What did the Ashtola call them? Asians? Where am I? Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? Oh, Mr. Badron, sir. What happened? What happened? You don't remember then. You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. I had to carry you back to the winch myself. Well, I say carry. It was no matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Any road, don't fret. It's little wonder you was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. Your little nap seems to have put some colour back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. Oh, that's, I probably need to apologise for, making a state of myself at a banquet. When you feel up to it, talk to Zamphal, and he'll let you into the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Merlywb was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time. And I doubt she'd look kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Yeah, that's... I will have to apologise for that. What? There. Suppose I shouldn't delay. Act before I forget anything. System configuration. English. There we go. I apologize for that. I think I mentioned before I play with on my main with Japanese audio. I've forgotten a couple of times, well, I think every time I've streamed Sorin's journey to forget to turn it back to Japanese before going back to my main. That's the first time, and hopefully it will be the last time I forget to change it back to English. Okay. Mrs. Anfile? Greetings, Sorin. Admiral Merlywb awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Yes, please, sir. Admiral Merlywb, I'm really sorry about what happened. Sorin, it is good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered? Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, and one I would entrust to no other. Are you sure after yesterday that you want to trust me with a task? The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. As far as I'm aware, I don't have any plans. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. A letter? The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, until we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Lominsan, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Yes, ma'am. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. The skies, ma'am? An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge, but before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well travelled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Other parties? Aye, Sorin. Your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Lominsan and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure. Turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Yes, ma'am. I really don't know quite how it happened. People having such high expectations of me. It's, not as I was... This isn't quite how I imagined life in Eorzea going. I guess I just need to do my best to live up to those expectations. Oh, Greyfar, can I return to the dining bench? Need to speak with Mr. Baderon. Mr. Bateron? The Admiral asked me about... she gave me an airship pass. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Yes. Personal bleeding envoy! So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Bugger me. I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realise you'd got that bloody eye. I appreciate the enthusiasm, sir, but I'm pressuring myself enough with this. I'm proud of you, lad. Thinking of how far you've come, why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to me eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass, the whole of Eorzea's laid out before you, like a fair maid on a feather bed. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. I could have done without that analogy, sir. If you think us Lominsans are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ulda. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bug with an own's a sets foot. But you're a venture, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's an heap of troubles that plagues every nation, see. It ain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and their goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there you can't handle. Someone tells me you're gonna be just fine. Realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. It's the perfect time for a venture like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Okay, sir. Thank you for everything. I guess I'm off to... Which one first? Hello, Scanrails. Can I get down to the airship landing? Or up to the airship landing, rather? Gridania or Ulda? I guess maybe the airship ticket here will know better. Hello, miss. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. I guess I will go to Gridania first. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Sorin Sherwood, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Yes, I will be. Thank you. Even the ticketeer at the airship recognizes me. This is... I wasn't expecting to be quite this recognized. This is it. Never been on an airship before. You ready, Carbuncle? Off to Gridania. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. I guess at the very least until I arrive, I've got quite a journey to enjoy. Not many people get this experience. Looks like clear skies ahead. Good fortune to you, Sorin. The day'll come when your name means the same as Eero to the folk of this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Out of character, something I've never. Oh, never mind. I will be quiet. Astronocisms.
And all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
I'm not quite sure what I should be doing in cutscenes like this, where Sorin isn't seeing what's going on, he's not aware of.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss
Hey, Mooney.
any, or I shall be most displeased. At once, my lord.
Did you miss me making the mistake of forgetting to change my audio back to English?
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Back to Sorin, finally. This is Gridania. Oh yeah, fair enough. Sorry to hear all that about your dog. Gridania. Seems like somewhere Mum would definitely be at home. Always was a fan of forests. Ah, you must be the envoy from Lominsan. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Elder Seedseer. I think I saw her in that vision. I probably shouldn't mention that, though. I don't want people thinking I'm crazy. Apparently now I have a reputation to uphold. Greetings, good sir. You are the Lominsan Envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the Conjurer at Nothka's Altar. She will admit you to the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Nothka's Altar. I think I have a map of Gridania. I will be going... where I'm going. Be attuned to this Aephorite while I'm here. That's maybe a quicker way to travel than the airship, at least. So, I believe this is the right way. Now, we just need... How is an envoy supposed to act again? Really don't feel qualified for this significant of a role. Hello, ma'am. I'm the Lominsan Envoy? You are the Lominsan Envoy? Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Yes, of course. Here. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral Merlywb. Please come with me. Well, that's me in the door.
So
hello,
you are
ma'am.
the Lominsan Envoy,
Yes, ma'am.
and an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours.
Thank you,
On
ma'am.
behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
Yes, I do. Remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot. The Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon Dalamud would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen, and would never wish to see again. Yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Lussoir may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, that he, like so many, never returned from Cartano. And so we were left with countless questions, and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts. We had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembered service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for service here in Gridania. This means I did my job right. Right? I avoided any diplomatic incidents. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Ul'dah, are you not? Yes, ma'am. Please send the Flame General my regards. Ah, and if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I will tell him that, ma'am. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. I haven't attuned to here yet. Oh, I'm attuned now. Well, I guess I should carry on. As much as I would like to linger a little in Gridania and see the sights, I rather not risk any possibility that being late could cause tensions between Limsa and Ul'dah. I'm not quite looking as forward to this meeting with... I am not quite looking as forward to this meeting with Flame General as I was meeting with the Seed Seer. The General seems a little bit more... does definitely seem to have more of a stronger personality. Just hope I can keep my cool around him. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Sorin Sherwood, the Lominsan Envoy? On behalf of all its Iowan Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yes, I will. Thank you, sir. The airship. Off we go again. To Ul'dah. A bit foggy. Imperial? Maybe it's not a good idea to be dressed as an Imperial on the landing platform of the airship landing? Just a suggestion. Sir? Hello there. Ah, you must be the envoy from Lominsan. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Clams. Yes. I will finish my job before I look at clams. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. We have been expecting you. Flame General Reborn will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustine Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. This way. Hello there. Sir, I need to go to the Hustine Strip. Thank you. But even after unlocking clams, I still need to look at actually buying clothes for them. And I only have about 5 grand, which is some money, I guess. Let's attune to this while I'm here. And let's move on, head on around. It was Bartholomew I'm looking for. You'll watch your tongue while it's properly. Yes, sir, I will. I had every intention of watching my tongue. You have no need to worry. Might you be, Mr. Bartholomew? The Lominsan Envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. Not a problem, sir. Here you go. Yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale.
I can't actually say anything about it because spoilers, but there's something I want to say. Winnie, I'm going to send you a message asking this question. I'm just... I know I recognize her. Sorry, back in character.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlywb says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin.
To be fair, sir, I haven't actually fought any Sahagin. Only pirates.
Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Raban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames.
It is an honor, sir.
Come all this way to trade formalities.
Okay. My memory is better than I thought then. Okay, now I can focus. Now I can focus on the story again without being distracted by my memory. No, I have a letter here, sir. Cardinal. I remember bloody Cardinal. Do you know what happened that day, adventure, when we took the field against the Garleans? This elder seer explained it, yes. So my counterparts have educated you. Kane's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbours. Led by Den Legatus Solus Zos Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabar to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of fourscore winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius von Balsar, has long harboured ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Lominsan as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the elder seer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merlywb will have her memorial. We will honour the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Thank you for your time, sir. I will be going now. Before you can now make use of the airship routes connecting the Free Nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and guild. Get my little airship. Little beast in Verminion. Bartholomew, would you have any suggestions on what I should do now that my stint as Envoy is finished? Oh, yes. Ah, my Lord Envoy. Lord Envoy? Please, Sorin is fine. I trust your saying to Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Lominsan in the near future? I was probably planning on returning there once I had finished my business. If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Bateron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man just sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Bateron would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Given what he said last time, I can't say you're wrong. He does seem to hold me in higher regard than I feel he should. But if he's asking for help, I guess I shouldn't say no. Actually, before I leave Ul'dah, it is probably a good idea to attune to the Aephorite here. May I take the lift to the Ruby Road Exchange, sir? No. It's a very foggy day. Haven't actually gotten to see much of Ban'lan. Oh. No worries, buddy. I'll see you about. And here we go. Quickly attune here. And move on. Just best to head straight to the airship landing. Back to Limsa. As fun as it's been traveling internationally. Hello, sir. Could I make my way to the airship landing? Eleanor, sir? Ma'am, could I seek passage to Limsa Lominsa? I should have just used return, shouldn't I? Oh well. I can enjoy the sight of the sea as we make our way to Vilbrand. Hopefully Bateron's business isn't urgent. I suppose, given that it would have taken time for that contact to get all the way across from Limsa to Ul'dah, maybe the problem's already solved. There's plenty of... There's plenty of capable adventurers who aren't me, right? Hello again, Blamas. Could I get the lift to the Drowning Wench? I have business with Mr. Bateron. Mr. Bateron, sir. I heard word that you were looking for adventure. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... Well, if it ain't the one and only Sorin, sure would. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that venture being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in with the details. I think we'll just take the bronze pieces. Thank you, sir. Well, Given everything else that I've been through, sir, I feel I can probably... I'll take it to chance. Oh. Cutscene. Thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. Since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, folk have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. It's all I can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Badron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honour, Commodore Reiner? I'm to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome Sorin back to Lominsan. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that the family of Quarrels had taken up a residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defences daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the service of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation, or said. Any aid you could offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Of course, sir. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Eorzea. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Merlywb. She can be found at the ferry docks in the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Thank you, sir. I will quite probably need it. Sahagin, eh? Ooh. Gee, something I believe this is the quest. Nope, that's not good. Where is this one? Which one is... We all know how it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. I take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I have no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink. He seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars. Quentinane. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but the last time I did that, Badron docked my wages. No worries, I'll see if I can't find the owner of this journal for you. Excuse me. Mr. Quentinane, sir? I'm looking for a Rogadin who probably owns this journal. Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? That tight-ass bastard drank 20 flagoons and promptly passed out. Even yours truly to foot the bill. I said he was heading for Aleport. Aye, where else the scurvy sop? Nimia willing, he's still stranded at the ferry docks. Though the gods know it won't help me get my gill back. Ferry docks. I was headed there anyway, so that works out, I suppose. Ferry docks. They're near the Fisherman's Guild. And there's the rain back on. Fisherman's Guild. There's Rogadin. Excuse me, sir. Might this be your journal? If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. Just this journal. Would it happen to be yours? A journal? What? I thought I had lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No? A shame that. This book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself. Which I believe I just did. You've the air of an adventurer about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp of more dreams than sense. Were there only some way for me to repay you? But of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds? And with that, I shall be off, for adventure, and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank that Ellison fellow for his generosity. I will do so, sir, and thank you. Just unlock the challenge log. Miss Merlywb? You're here about Commodore Raynor's investigation? And you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in Western Lunoskia, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Seagrot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Thank you. Baronessa? Would like to purchase passage to Aleport. This ferry is bound for Aleport. Are you riding with us? I am indeed. Get Sorin into his first dungeon. Just have to stop by the Hall of the Novice first. I'm a mentor, my good fellow, and there are no such things. Oh. Hello there. I'm on my way to the Sastasha Seacourt. I was told I should check in here for some advice first. Ah, you must be the adventurer for whom the Yellow Jacket sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Seacourt. And the occupants of those caves are rumoured to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. Nope, you shall need companions. And you will need the training we here at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. I haven't spoken with you in particular, but the smith at Limsa I have trained with. When you've mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm not even in fate zone. You want to leave me alone? I am well outside the fate, so you should be ignored. So, this is the Sastasha Seagrot. Hello there. This is perfect for our inaugural outing as a party. Wandering around the caves, turning over a few rocks. How difficult could it possibly be? Never expected our first visit to the Adventurers Guild would yield such a straightforward way to win fame and fortune. I suppose it makes sense I wouldn't be the only adventurer brought on for this mission. Edda, you're so slow. You'd lose a foot race to a tree slug. What took you so bloody long, Edda? If my purse was too light, you might have considered using some of your own bleeding coin to get us what we need. You've only ever been as useful as the contents of your pockets. Gods know you can barely eel a scratch. We took up the venture in life to take on the big jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if you can't even get our supplies in order? It's him, the one Baderon was talking to. Well, we'll see who gets the glory. This job should have been ours in the first place. Are you okay there, ma'am? I'm sorry, Evir. I came as fast as I could. I tried haggling with the merchant, but 2 potions was the best I could get with the money you gave me. I had no idea how expensive they were. Could do have been a little nicer. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty, and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umber. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sestasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reefers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-faced tattoos. Sestasha, now available. Right. Dungeon beckons. I understand how dungeons work. I will go with the NPCs just because I think it will speed things up. Okay. Eager Marauder, Eager Conjurer, Eager Foe. Well, in we go. Into the sea grot. At least I'm not alone this time, going into these situations. Oh, I just hope I can keep up with the rest of the party. Just some bats. I can deal with bats. Let's move on. More bats. Go, Carbuncle. Go past. Now Ruby. More bad stuff. What's in up here? Note. Find a bloodstain. The captain likes his wine red. Seems odd, but we should keep it in mind. Let's see what else is waiting for us. More Aurelia. I've dealt with a few of these before. Deal with that first. And then these bats. Go, Carby. That's that dealt with. Move on. Another Aurora. Aurelia. Oh, two of them. Ruby Carbuncle. Gonna admit, other than that broken treasure chest, I'm not seeing much sign of, well, pirates. These things don't seem particularly strong, but there's a lot of them. They seem to be coming from that farm as well. Magic can't get through it. One problem dealt with. Move on, shall we? Need for charge. Never good dealt with. Focus, Carbuncle. Two. Just realised that we have a very magic-focused party. Okay, it's another clam dealt with. Let's keep moving through. Let's go, Carbuncle. Oh, I'm gonna gem shine charges. Ruby. Keep moving on. We're making our way through. Like the last clam. Okay. Seems to be the end of the cavern. Or those coral trees look suspicious. That note did say something about a captain liking red. Ah, switch. Aha, another switch. There was something hidden here. What? That's the coral captain must have mentioned. Commodore. Even. He's not a captain. Let's go, Carbuncle. Looks like we've nearly got it. And there. Something I've just realized I haven't got is I would like to have enabled. If I can find where that saying is. Apologies for being distracted. It's just quite a... I think I will have to find it later. Treasure call. 100 earrings. Door. Staff. There it is. Ah, pirates. So we were right. It looked like reavers as well. Oh, Bungle, you're up. Okay. He looks dressed a bit fancier than the others. I think he's the captain. Well, I've dealt with pirates before. If you're reavers, we're gonna stop you. Just wish it didn't have to come to this. Definitely a bit tougher than his minions. Carbuncle, you take a shot on him. Trying to run away. More of his friends. Carbuncle! Movie time. Definitely looks like they've got more than just traveling through here. Looks like they've got a whole setup. Raina was right to be suspicious about what was going on here. Anything in these side rooms? Oh, before I could avoid them. Wandered out a little too late. Just grabbing. Just see that I can't map out this area. At least not all of the people here seem to be aggressive. Oh, never mind, we're fighting. No, easy enough to deal with. So might as well grab this down here. There's something that actually might be helpful to me. Oh, I'm not even. I'm still wearing my dress shoes as well. Probably not great for fighting in. There's a lot of them here. What's going on here? I guess we take advantage of the situation? If they're fighting among themselves. Something not done yet. Might as well. Sky Sharks! Well, that's dealt with. Skirt out. Okay, I guess I'll just have to be content with the experience. And knowing that there's half a dozen less pirates to bother the people of Swiftperch. Cool. Feels like a prison. Probably won't let them all out. There's treasure here. Ghost Striker's mitts. Don't think they're helpful for me. let's move on, guys. We've still got the key to the captain's quarters. Captain's probably who we want to be after. Unless he's got a back door, he's got nowhere to... He's not even in here in the first place. Nope. Maybe we can get something off this guy to find him. Hit him again, Carbuncle. Another key. I believe there was another door I saw earlier that it might open. Here we go. The Wave Rider Gate. Deeper into the sea guard. There's the captain again. Let's not let him escape this time. It's like I learned in the Hold Novice. Deal with the smaller enemies first, then move on to the big threat. That way we can focus our full attention onto what's actually a problem. And back up. I really could do without this. Grab him this time. Liking it again. No value in here? No. Shouldn't let myself get distracted. Only be so many places you can run in a place like this. This looks like a pier. That would explain where that boat that we're talking about it going from and going to. Hopefully not again after today. There it is, actually. If their ship's not here docked, though, hopefully that means he doesn't have a quick escape. suppose if he's a pirate, he's probably adept at swimming. Can't afford to waste too much time here. There they are. There's the captain. Just deal with these last few in our way. That's it. Nowhere left to run, Captain. That's a sagging. Silly our spawning grounds. Well, the captain's dead. Could probably deal with that. I don't particularly like the idea of the Lord of the World supping upon my soul. Carbuncle, let's start this. Adeline's work. I'll cover all of those vents, but I can list up some of them. And we did it! As the sea got clear of any major threats that I've seen. There's a few more pirates here and there, but I'm sure the Yellow Jackets cleared them out. Hopefully I've done Mr. Baderon proud. Well, Emerald. Looks like I learned enough to let Carbuncle grow a little more. Sleep duty. To return and get Bader on the good news. The Seaguard is clear. Right. Yeah. It protects. Hello, Mr. Badron. I think the sea grot is clear. Oh, who are these? Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? Yes, that was me. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbour, none the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter, the wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you under us, to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eyes on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armour for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavours, sir. Thank you. Purpose. I'm just here to help out, I guess. Have a bit of an adventure. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. We're definitely reavers there. And a Saiyan as well. Fishbacks? And there I was, you'd only have to crack a pirate's scholar free. 7 L's. You turned your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. Thanks for shedding some light on this mystery. I knew you'd get the job done, lad. You always do. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see. Seems the forest folk are in need of an adventurer who can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishbag infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. I will do, sir. I think I might take a rest for now. No. Sorry, I am tired. Medicine. Sir. I would like to retire to a room. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna... that's where I'm gonna finish it up. For now. For tonight, even. I'll be back to do more of this on Monday evening? Yeah, Monday night. I will probably do a little bit of stuff off stream. By a little bit, I mean the quests to unlock glamours, basically. I don't think there was anything else I had in mind to do. Oh, possibly design some glamours for Sorin as well. But other than that, I'm trying to keep as much as possible on stream, but there are some things I think are just not really interesting to watch. And given... yeah, and it would just kind of get in the way and disrupt the flow of going through just story. Especially in the, like, in-character way I'm doing it. But, thank you all for watching, and for stopping by, and... well, hopefully I will see you in the next video.